What are the wealthiest neighborhoods in Coweta County, Georgia? Hi, I'm Daphne Bousquet, a local realtor with eXp Realty, and I have analyzed all the MLS data over the last 2 years and came up with the 10 most expensive neighborhoods in Coweta County, including Newnan, Senoia, and Sharpsburg. The top neighborhood is probably not what you're expecting, so stay tuned for that. We are starting off on the north side of Newnan at the Northgate Preserve subdivision. The average sales price in Northgate Preserve is $771,367. And in the last 2 years, 16 homes sold, with the lowest price coming in at just under $600,000 and the highest at $965,000. So not too far off that $1 million. So what is the disparity in sales price? The lowest sale in the neighborhood was actually a really pretty new construction home. However, it backs up to the interstate, which brings the value down. The higher priced homes in Northgate Preserve do not have that issue. It is a great neighborhood, but you have to be aware of where you buy in the subdivision. It's actually one of the things that I talk about in my neighborhood tour of Northgate Preserve, and I have that linked in the description. Coming in at number 9 is the Gardens at Arbor Springs, with an average sales price of $820,423. And I always want to call this neighborhood Arbor Gardens, but that is not correct. This neighborhood is a 55 and over subdivision with award-winning courtyard homes by McKinney Homes, a builder that also does a lot of the homes in Trilith. Courtyard homes are built around a private courtyard, so when you enter through the front door, you do not actually enter the home, but you are under a covered breezeway. On one side, you have your garage and private courtyard, and on the other side, you have your home. The sales in this neighborhood are primarily a new construction, but there are also some resales. The sales range from $675,000 to $920,000, and 8 homes sold in the last 2 years. Coming in at number 8 is North Shore at Lake Redwine, with an average sales price of $827,650. This neighborhood is a mix of resales and new construction homes. The neighborhood is situated on Lake Redwine, and as you would imagine, homes on the lake go for substantially more than the homes that are not on the water. None of the homes that sold in the last 2 years were actually on the lake, and the price range was from $674,900 to $1,050,000 for a 4,800 square foot home. Currently, as I'm recording this, there is a new construction home on the water being built for $1,295,000. This neighborhood is far from being built out, and if you have any interest in living in a neighborhood with a 300-acre lake for swimming, fishing, kayaking, and electric boating, a large pool with a splash pad entry and fountains, playgrounds, lighted pickleball and tennis courts, give me a call. I have clients who bought in this neighborhood this year, and they love it. They did substantial research looking at several new construction neighborhoods and different builders, including the 4 builders in this neighborhood. Finally, they found a resale that ticked all the boxes, was available immediately, and was still newer as it was built in the last few years. That was a win-win-win situation. Continuing on to number 7 is Northwind in Sharpsburg, with an average sales price of $841,175. Northwind is on the south side of Sharpsburg off Highway 54. It's a neighborhood of only 55 homes and 4 homes sold in the last 2 years. Now that's normal for a small neighborhood like this. The prices range from $695,000 to $1,175,000. And when you have a small neighborhood like that with few sales, one large sale can definitely affect the average sales price, which it did in this instance. Most of the sales in this neighborhood are in the mid $700,000 range. Next on our list at number 6 is Platinum Ridge in Sharpsburg. Don't confuse this Platinum Ridge with the neighborhood of the same name in Fayette County. That neighborhood is also in the top 10 wealthiest neighborhoods in Fayette. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check that out. Platinum Ridge in Sharpsburg is a small neighborhood of only 26 homes off Minix Road, only minutes from Costco. The average sales price in Platinum Ridge is $892,450. The neighborhood is newer, with the first homes built in 2018. And even though the neighborhood is just about built out, there are still a couple of new homes available as I record this. Platinum Ridge had only a couple of sales in the past 2 years, one for $850,000 and one for $935,000, giving us that average sales price of just under $900,000. For our number 5 neighborhood, we are heading to Senoia, to the Grafton neighborhood. This is also a new neighborhood, and it features custom homes. The average sales price over the last 2 years was just a few thousand more than Platinum Ridge at $896,210. There are 36 lots in this neighborhood, and it is getting close to being built out. The location of Grafton is just down the street from downtown Senoia, with all the fun stores, restaurants, and breweries. I just love Senoia's vibes. There are golf cart paths from the neighborhood heading to downtown now, so that is really convenient if you don't want to get into the car. In the past 2 years, 17 homes sold in Grafton, with most of them in the mid to high $800,000 range. However, there was also a home that went for $1.2 million and several in the high $900,000 range, getting that average sales price to just under $900,000. The homes in Grafton are really beautiful, and you can see more of them in the neighborhood tour I did a couple of years ago. I even did a walkthrough of one of the homes, so check that out. I will link any videos I did of the neighborhoods in the descriptions. So if you want to know more about any of the neighborhoods, you can watch those videos. And of course, you can reach out to me as well, as I'm always happy to talk about the area and what is available. Our 4th wealthiest neighborhood in Coweta County is Blaylock Lakes in Newnan, with an average sales price of $5,500. Now, these past few neighborhoods are really very close in average sales price, and one sale more or less can really change the order of these neighborhoods. Blaylock Lakes is a bit off the beaten path in western Coweta County. It's a beautiful gated community with access to over 1,500 acres of stunning preserved land, perfect for hiking, off-road biking, UTV adventures, and includes a stock lake for swimming, kayaking, and fishing. It's a haven for nature enthusiasts and sports lovers. There were 2 homes that sold in Blaylock Lakes over the last 2 years, with the highest sale a custom lakefront home that sold for more than $1.5 million. Blaylock Lakes is also the site of the private Blaylock Lakes Sporting Club, with a lodge, stables, sporting clay shooting, and guided hunts. So no wonder that this exclusive community makes our list of wealthiest neighborhoods in Coweta County. Beaumont Farms in Sharpsburg comes in at number 3 with an average sales price of $951,360. Now, don't tell my neighbors, but this is my husband's favorite subdivision. It's located off Fisher Road, only minutes from Costco, so wonder if that has anything to do with it. It's a neighborhood of just over 60 homes and was built mainly between 2007 and 2010. And when you look at the homes, it's easy to see why my husband likes this neighborhood. There were 5 sales in the last 2 years, ranging from $830,000 to $1,250,000, moving them into the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 2 is Arbor Springs, with an average sales price of $976,060. This is a large neighborhood off Highway 27 on the north side of the county. This neighborhood has a bunch of $1 million homes, but because it's so large and also has homes that are older, they're homes that are under that mark. Of the 44 homes that sold in the subdivision over the last 2 years, 17 of them went for over $1 million. There's still some fill-in lots with new homes being built, and you can see one of them is for sale for $2.2 million. Now that will increase the average sales price. Arbor Springs is a subdivision with a bunch of amenities, including swim and tennis. The Coweta Club with its golf course is right there, so there are homes right on the golf course for people who love that. And I mentioned the video I did about the 10 wealthiest neighborhoods in adjacent Fayette County, and all those neighborhoods are well over $1 million. So why are Coweta's neighborhoods so much less? One of the reasons is that Coweta's largest and most expensive homes are not in subdivisions. What makes Coweta is that it still has a bit of a rural character. The most expensive homes come with something that there's less of in Fayette, and that is acreage. Just look at this 14,000 square foot mansion that sold last year for $3 million off Happy Valley Road. Not only is it luxurious, stately, and enormous, but it also came with 27 acres. And that is not something you get in a subdivision. For our wealthiest neighborhood in Coweta, we're going to downtown Senoia, where new custom homes have popped up in Senoia Heights. And this is not your regular subdivision, but these homes were built on Main Street and Stallings Road. Custom homes are always pricier than their spec counterparts, and the average sales price was $989,500. And when you look at these homes on Stallings Road, you don't actually know what they cost, as the buyers closed on the lot first, and that was recorded as the sales price. My educated guess is that most of these homes were over $1 million, like the one that was sold at $1.28 million. So did this list surprise you? And which neighborhood is your favorite? Drop it in the comments.